I'm on a diet of caffeine and Dayquil.
Let's do it. That was a good E-flat concert. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jack Hinkle, and I'm Steve Peterson. We're your hosts today for Chops Podcast, the place where you need to know, where you need to go, and you need who, and you knew when. It's Steve and Jack talking about best practices. Know your students, know your material, know your teaching.
Are you carrying today? Because you know
carrying.
I'm struggle bus.
Jack, guys, listen. Jack is like a Cheeto that has had like Mountain Dew spilled on him. He's just like the spicy dust is like rubbed off him. He's no longer. He got no spice, and
Just a husk of my.
he's just like
shell.
bruh, he's just like this squishy like.
Squid. Okay.
Well, not squishy like, but you're just like, you know, you're not your normal chipper.
Oh, I can be my normal chipper self.
It's gonna take a lot of work to Jack get going on this one. So,
okay, he's antagonizing me enough. That'll be my energy. We got this.
but that's where we wanted to go.
Yeah, we got
Hey,
this.
didn't you say that? Is this bad to say this on the air? I guess you can clip it. But Texas Music Educators Association followed us. Is that bad to say?
Or, I don't think it's bad to say.
I was kind of excited about that.
I was
'cause that's
too.
like one of the strongest music education
No.
groups in the country.
Their account had like 12,000 followers.
Right.
You know, TMEA, if you're listening,
Shout out.
our calendars will be free for your next conference if you'd like to have a
We'd
live,
love
live
to come
episode.
to Austin.
We'd
or
be
Dallas.
I guess we could make it work.
We'll see. I don't know. Mississippi and Arkansas might want us.
Ooh, fight over us.
I used to go to the Kentucky Music Educators Conference.
Yeah, with all 17
KMEA.
people that
Hey,
would show up.
easy.
Sorry.
We'd show up and they called each other the Mountain Mafia. All the band directors from the Mountain.
Was
Mafia.
it like a big conference? For a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
was
people?
KMEA.
Okay, that's cool.
It was in Louisville.
Okay.
We stayed at the Galt
Sorry, I
House. and
take
was,
it back. Kentucky.
No, it was cool. It was a nice place, but that was like 4 hours away, and so, but the other directors that taught from the mountain region, like from the 13th region, as we're called, in the 606, we came to identify ourselves as the Mountain Mafia, and I was an outsider, but they still considered me part of the Mountain Mafia.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, if you're a teacher right now in the month of May,
You're chain smoking.
there's a little bit of social distance between Steve and myself today. 'Cause
Something's come between us, Jack.
something has come between us. It's called the Week of Jazz Cafe and how it can affect your body. we're hanging
Jack
on.
has jazz cafe-itis.
Jazz Cafe. Yeah, we're on the up and up though, but I did have to.
You got to go down before you go up.
Yeah, there you go. So we're coming back. We've been taking the meds. We're making it happen. But if you're a teacher in the month of May, you're hanging on by like a thread, and the thread is like kind of dissolving into multiple parts. It's like separating, and you're like trying to carry like 300 pounds of
and
weight
you're just
on
watching
that
those
single
threads
thread.
go pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, like snapping. And, yeah.
Right.
That's how it goes. And that manifests itself in many ways. So this episode may be more for us than it is for the listeners. Hopefully it is
I think
for
they
you.
always are, Jack.
That's-
This is.
Yeah, we're self-serving.
You know what? This is our last Monday episode of the
Oh,
school
it's
year,
our last Monday of the school year.
right?
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
But we have next Tuesday. Well, we'll have to talk about what. But next week is Memorial Day.
Yeah, I'm not going to be here on Memorial Day.
I'm going to be coming back from out of town.
Yep. So
Let's talk about May.
it may
This is called Mayday.
Mayday. Mayday.
And not Mayday like bring you flowers or like a Russian holiday Mayday. It's like Mayday,
Like
we're going
red
down.
alert.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough time. It's fun. It's like a really fun time because a lot of stuff happens. But right now, this is our final full week of school, and then next week we have 3 student days, 2 if you're a senior, and then we have our final teacher day at the end of the year to shut down the school year. But there are minimizing like workload because you're kind of wrapping things up, but you still got to keep the kids in the room.
Minimizing because things are being taken off your plate.
Yes. and there's less assignments being given. You're probably not really teaching much new content.
Oh,
at
I
this
am
point.
all the time. I mean, Jack, I don't know what you're doing.
Well,
I
you
got
can teach
45
content.
minutes.
Doesn't mean the kids learn it.
Hey, we learned an E major chord today.
In piano?
Yeah, we're doing arpeggios all across the keyboard. So we're doing C, F, G, right? Like all the way across, like flying the arpeggios, okay? But then today we learned A minor, so we could learn E major, so we could do the 5 or 6.
I see.
So we do arpeggios all across the board, then I can call them out. We can do these fun chord progressions. So I actually did teach, but that's probably, that could be it.
We finished up Ode to Joy pass-offs today.
In the back of the blue book, or which one?
Yeah, the purple book. Yeah.
What?
My kids can play Ode to Joy.
Mine can't.
Well, yours can play arpeggios, and mine can't.
We can. And
Piano duel.
well,
Ode to Joy versus
we're using the
arpeggios.
black book also supplemental.
Yeah, we're just better than you guys, I guess.
I think you're just a better teacher,
flying.
Jack. Okay, so back to May. Minimizing. So we're taking things off the plate, but so the time is getting closer and closer to running out. And then you have all teachers, not just music teachers, have a lot to do in May, or the weirdos like in different parts of the country that end school at the end of June, but we're not talking about them. So it would be June. So their May is June.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever your last 3 or 4 weeks is. But, so we've had in the last, well, for example, maybe we should roll this back.
Roll it back.
A week ago, because we rolled it back like for state finals, we talked about what like that was.
Yeah.
So on Monday night, the 13th, we recorded the podcast.
Yes.
And then you had a concert where you were with the elementary orchestra or
it
the
was our-
orchestra program.
Our all-school orchestra concert.
All school
grades 5
orchestra.
to 12.
Okay.
So I was here at the school. Well, I didn't leave because we did school and then recorded the podcast, and then I stuffed dinner in my face really quick and then went over to the concert. It was like 5:30 to 9:30, 9, somewhere in there. So a long night. You had the night off, right?
I had the night off. Tuesday, Jack and most of the other instrumental music teachers went to 3 elementary schools and the intermediate school, so they gave 4 concerts, and this was the 5th grade orchestra and the 6th grade band.
This was during the school day.
During the school day.
So I did not teach. I was just with those kids. Just a field trip.
So hundreds of kids on tour, lunches, brown bag lunches, setting up, tear down 4 times.
4 concerts, yeah.
4 concerts. Then that afternoon, evening at 4:30 to 8 p.m., we were doing beginning band and beginning orchestra open house at our junior high, where the local music company comes in, and we test kids on instruments and fit them for the right instruments, the right size orchestra instruments, the right brass or woodwind or percussion. They get a rental contract. They get the book. We sign them up for the band or summer program for orchestra.
Yep. That's like 3 hours.
So that's 4:30 to 8.
That'd be a great podcast episode on its own.
Yep, that would be. So we were with, and then got home after that. And then Wednesday was a regular day of school. And then also we had
The second night of
the
that,
second night of
same
open
idea,
house.
Same time frame.
Myself and a couple coworkers had to leave early because we had senior awards night at the high school.
Yep.
So we had to pinch hit and give out some music awards. Then we did all go out we went out for dinner all after that.
Like 9 p.m.
Like 9 p.m. dinner.
But, dude, those nachos, those hit pretty hard. Those
That
were
was good.
good.
I
Those
had the
slapped.
spicy fried pickles. Good.
Those look good.
Those were good. So we did that. We hung out, got a little, camaraderie in.
Yeah, probably got home around 10:30 or so.
Yep. That was fun.
Yep. Thursday,
No beginning band, beginning orchestra open house. But on Thursday,
Jazz Cafe setup right
Which
after
was what?
school.
what was that?
Which is taking the McEwen Gym, our high school gymnasium, and turning it into a stage/nightclub venue where our technical director, Scott Preheim, and his crew just throw down to the gym pretty much all of their stage, sound, light arsenal, set it up, and then Steve, myself, and the jazz kids set up a tarp, set up probably like 40 to 50, no, way more than that, 70, 80, including the long tables. 70 tables and about 800 chairs, plus decorations, plus like
Murals,
mural, black tarps across the gym to make it look like a jazz club. So that took about 4 hours after school, and we were out of there a little before, like around 6:30.
6:30. Yep.
So that was like the earliest night that week. Oh, and then I
Right.
got my hair cut after school. Looks nice.
Gotcha. That's good. Okay.
And then
So that was Thursday.
Friday,
And then Friday, we had our guest artist in for Jazz Cafe,
shout out Josh Peacock.
Josh Peacock, who is a 2019 Concord graduate and a really great person and a wonderful trombone player. He came in, so we hosted him all day.
Yep.
And so we did, like, quote, sound check down in the gymnasium with Jazz 1, Jazz 2, Jazz 3.
But you and I were both missing kids for AP tests.
AP
that
Physics.
AP Physics were testing.
So our bands were not totally loaded.
Right. And we have no control over that. It just
Right.
is what it is.
And then so we did sound checks all through the day.
Yep.
And then after school, his after-school jazz orchestra called Club 406, he did a sound check from 3:30 to 4. That's like how many kids?
60.
60 kids in a jazz band.
Just
It's
enough.
like a jazz, truly like a jazz orchestra, strings, brass,
Jazz
woodwinds,
Mafia.
percussion. Yeah, it's jazz. We should call it that. The
Jazz Mafia.
If we had a fifth band, the Mafia.
It's Jazz Mafia. There you go.
And then call time back for the kids. What time did your kids arrive?
6:15 for Club 406,
Okay.
6:35 for
My
Jazz
kids arrived at 5:45.
Oh, because they were on the welcome
They're on the
committee.
welcoming committee.
Yeah.
And then we walked out of here. We had the concert, and all the bands performed. We had
Last note was at 9:20, 9:25, and then get the audience out of there, and then we have to tear it down, make it look like a gym again.
Yep.
Plus
What
closing ceremonies. We were out of the building at like 11:45,
yeah.
so we got home around midnight.
Yeah.
So that was our last work week.
And then tonight we have an awards program for the band. Okay, wait, funny story. Okay, so I did not eat Friday night. Like, I typically don't eat. We have it
martyring
catered.
yourself? My
What's
God.
that? No, I'm not martyring. I'm not. I just don't ever feel like in the mood to eat. I did have coffee. I did go on my drive in the country and ate my junk food and listened to radio and called my wife. But I didn't. I could have, but it just wasn't. But when I came home, I was hungry.
Yeah.
So I stopped at Wendy's.
You said you were going to get a Frosty.
Yeah, I did. I got a medium chocolate Frosty.
Okay.
And a chicken sandwich.
Classic.
Okay.
Classic dinner.
And I was like, I just scarfed that thing
you
down. Oh, I just
smacked
inhaled
it,
that thing.
yeah.
So then and then I was in my black suit, right? And I came home, and I can't just go to bed, right?
No.
So I don't know if I was watching The Office or what, ESPN, but I had my feet up, and then I finished my Frosty, and I put my Frosty, the empty Frosty container, on the arm of the chair. It's just like standing there, right?
Okay.
And then I fell asleep hard, and then I woke up when my Frosty had fallen on me, and it was like all over my leather chair and all over my
You're
black
wearing your
pants.
suit? Oh, no.
I was like, oh, time to go to bed. I'm in the kitchen with the dish towel, like.
You fell asleep with the frost, dude.
But the Frosty was basically done. But the Frosting's never done.
You're never done.
It-
I thought you were gonna say Oliver got into it.
No,
You're gonna have to
Oliver
go
was probably
spinning
like,
chair
can
blues
you,
on
can
him.
you keep it down there, Pops? So yeah, I had there was melted Frosty on the chair and on me, and I was like, gosh, I just want to go to bed.
I know,
man.
dude. I woke up the next morning at like 6:45.
What?
I know.
Did you
I
go
was
back
like,
to bed?
No. I was like, no. I was like, dang it. No, I tried sleep. I wasn't great.
Oh my
That's-
gosh,
I know.
you're wild.
Well, I couldn't. I wanted to, but okay. I also have an east-facing bedroom, which the sun will come in and smoke you.
Most days the
Yeah,
sun comes
I need
up.
to get
and-
like those blackout curtains.
Yeah. Okay. So that was like a little martyrdom. No, not really. But that
It's
was
a
just
lot of martyrdom.
well, it's just kind of set up what it actually looks like.
Yes.
And we're not like slogging through it. We're still chipper and having a good time
Yeah,
and
we're-
like joking around
we're
with the kids, and
With the kids.
we're fine. You get home and you're like, oh, I'm really tired. And you get up, you're like, oh, I'm really tired. But you get a cups of coffee and you're ready to go. So it's fine.
Yeah.
But so there's just a lot of things that go on. So then, like, going back to the Mayday, back it up week from that, we had the concert the week before that.
Right. And the thing about this whole thing is the kids are going through exactly what we are.
Right.
They're living in the same schedule. However, we're adults and have a little more, dare I say, maturity and kind of understanding how that affects our body, affects our sleep, affects us and our personalities. But the kids, I don't know if they always have the chops for that, and they just kind of get wailed on from it, and then they start, doing different things. Or, with our Gen Pop kids like that we see in piano class, some of these kids that maybe don't have that stuff but still, are getting cooked by the end of the year when it's stuff that like finals and final projects and athletics and stuff that adds on to them. So kids and teachers alike are just kind of getting a little stir crazy at the moment.
A little crispy.
A little
Maybe
crispy.
a little short.
Yeah, the questions when kids enter the room, like, are we doing anything today? Are we playing today? Can we have a free day? Like, how? I'm so tempted to say, how would that be any different than normal? I'm so tempted.
But you don't, Jack.
I do. Okay, here's my new thing. When kids ask me questions that I disagree with, like, I disagree, like, don't ask me that question. They just ask me, and I've just been doing this. I just kind of do the Oliver head tilt and stare at them and just see what happens.
Yeah.
It's really for myself, so I don't say something sarcastic in return.
Right. It's something that you regret.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of memes, a lot of info out there about the last 10 days of school, last 15 days of school.
It's happening. It's real.
And like I was watching students today, like the same student, like in 3 different classes, he's like, this person is frantically writing notes to the governor,
Frantically write, as one does, frantically writing notes to the governor.
For a government class, like you had to.
Oh yeah, getting your hour. Yeah.
Yeah, getting some kind of not community service, but some kind of communication with public officials.
Yeah.
Right, and so they're, just writing and writing and writing, and just like these people that are flying around trying to get these things done. I did make it a point today, like in wind ensemble, I went by every kid, but I talked to every senior. I was like, you doing okay? You're like almost done? And some of them are like, yeah, I'm pretty much done. And some of them are like, nope, got a long way to go. And I'm like, I was counting on my hand. I was like, oh, you have a long way to go? We only have 7 school days left. Like, what's that mean?
Well, there are some kids too. I did get an email. I didn't forward this to you, but I could have, from
well, let's read it right now.
one of our
Dear Jack, you're insane.
One of our mutual students
Yes.
said, asking about like makeup stuff right now. I'm like, okay, here it begins.
Yep.
Here it begins. And now it's time. It's happening. And those emails are going to keep flying through. And
Yep.
Dave Ramsey would say,
you knew the end of the semester was coming, but you did not prepare for it. He would say, you knew Christmas was coming. Why are you going $500 in debt when you could have saved in June? Right.
we need like a Dave Ramsey grade guru, but like for school.
Yeah. We could make
dude, that would be a good bit. Like just go into like take callers.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Johnny here from 6th period. Yeah, so here's the deal. So I've got 2 missing playing tests, but I showed up on time to every rehearsal.
Yeah.
Can I afford it? Well, let's look at the breakdown. Okay, we got 33% in your categories of extra rehearsals and concerts. We got 33% in your playing tests and 33% in your daily grades. Okay, well, you actually have a lot of absences, so your daily grade category is down to a D. Your playing tests are looking good. You're kind of sitting at a B, and then your rehearsals are also at a B. So we do the math. We crunch number. Ooh, that's looking like a C- for you for your overall grade. I would do the makeup work.
That would be fun. Yeah, we could make like a fictitious character, like a third person, like Irvin the referendum mouse, like get something like that, like get some like strong, like
kids, you want iPads for school?
Yeah.
Irvin the referendum mouse says napkins and crayons are the best we can do. Sorry.
Yeah, we could do that. We could totally do that. We could have like a
You
grade
want
group.
Chops podcast?
Yeah.
Sorry, all we got are chips, Pringles, without the can. I need to.
We could do that. We could do that. We could do Irvin, the grade mouse.
Oh, dude, sorry. Speaking of mice, did I told you I've set traps out
Okay.
and I lost a mouse in my house? Did I tell you about this?
Yeah. Well, the mouse container or the mouse trap is gone.
I found it.
Oh.
It went under from my kitchen all the way to my living room, and it tried to get under the couch, and there was a little air vent there, and it buried itself halfway in the air vent
It made it all the way to the.
to the couch.
Was it on its tail?
It trapped it on its leg.
And he was like, "Man,
He's
this
like, let me through,
stinks."
let me through, let me through, let me. Yeah, it was pretty dead.
The other mice are like, "Dude, that is wicked."
Sorry, the Irvin thing got me.
Yeah, the
Got me with that. That was
Irvin
good.
the referendum
Irvin.
mouse. We could do Irvin the grade mouse.
Irvin the great mouse. You want to do a makeup test?
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you want?
So yeah, those kids are start. Yeah, I noticed. I haven't been on Canvas as much lately. That's where a lot of our online submissions come in.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, I think I looked at it yesterday, and I was like, look at you, 7 assignments. Like, who knew?
Look at you.
Wow.
There were some wind ensemble assignments.
know, and I
saw
was like,
that. I was like,
Really,
classic.
kids?
Classic.
Okay, we're going to pull in at a 50% here because our concert series was over 3 weeks ago. I don't know what you're doing.
That's so funny. Oh, Canvas, look at you.
Look at you
do have
populating.
assignments.
You're like weeds in my
Wow.
front yard. Yeah.
We're like the Willy Wonka meme. Like,
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I've had some tough discussions in the last week with students and parents about what are we doing? Where are we going? Why aren't we going? What's happening?
We could do like a time capsule video where we like record something in January, like just us, and then it's like a break break glass in case of emergency in May. So when kids are like trying to turn stuff in, we have this recording from January. And like, well, if you're here watching this video, you must be upset with your grade. Let me tell you about the reasons that we could have done this sooner. So
I like
we
that.
didn't have to get into this situation.
Break class in case of grade fail emergency. Wooga!
This is January, Mr. Hinkle speaking. First of all, this was a bad choice for you. Just like the longer in the video you get, the more condescending your
Or
tone
you could do we could do one for each student. Okay, hey, Johnny Bennett, this is you. Like, it's May, but it's like, please crack glass. It's, it's like, what are you doing, you fool? You had 18 weeks to do this assignment. Are you kidding? You're getting a C in band?
Are we doing the video or are the kids doing the video for themselves?
Well, it'd probably be better if they did it.
That
but
would be funny.
Oh.
Like if the kids recorded it for their future selves. Like,
you know what we should? Okay, yeah, you and I are not teaching as much, but we are teaching at least one class together next year. We should have each student. Oh, this would be fun. Each student do a pre-recorded message that we get. Like, they come to us.
Yeah.
Like, during school. And say, congratulations, Jocelyn, you got an A. Congratulations, Jocelyn, you got a B. All right, you got a C, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, not sure what's going on. You got a D in band. Are you kidding me? Jocelyn, you got an F. And then, like, we send that, like, every 9 weeks to a kid, but it would be, like, their own voice.
and at the grade that they're receiving
Yes.
in that moment.
So it wouldn't be us scolding them. It would be, like,
It'd be
future
themselves.
self. Future self.
Or have their parents do it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, send the first assignment, like the
I'm so
icebreaker.
proud of you,
Yeah.
Jack. Great
Have their
job.
parents record a 3-second, like, great, you got an A. Or if it's like an F, let them record for like 2 or 3 minutes and just like rip into their kids.
Are you kidding me? That phone is going straight in the toilet when you get home.
Gosh, that's highly effective teaching right there. Put me in.
We could also offer extra credit
Yeah?
to parents that do that. Like, so kids that communicate with their parents, and there's some kind of like synergy, like between the student and the parent and them ourselves.
Oh,
Throw 'em
yeah.
a little extra for getting in there.
Dude, We're
I mean,
onto
and
something.
you could do it if you didn't have somebody at home that's willing to do it. You could get like a third party, like another teacher,
Oh yeah. Get another teacher,
right? An administrator,
a coach,
counselor. That'd be kind of fun.
your boss.
Yeah, your boss.
That's good. Okay, we're onto something. We could. What if we had like a service, like we sold this Chops Podcast LLC, and we sarcastic grade correction.
What about? Well, like, can't you? What is that service called where you can record somebody's voice for like a happy birthday?
Are you talking like voiceovers?
Yeah.
Like
Well, so like you could get like Tom Brady to say "Happy Birthday,
Dude.
Jack,"
yes.
right?
Yes.
Like
Oh gosh, you could get some good ones. In there.
but you pay for it, and then the celebrity does it for the money.
Yes.
And they don't know, but they have like the idea of what it is. Yeah. So
we could get Cameron Bradley to do any celebrity impersonation.
that would be great. We could offer that, Chops Nation, if you would like to have us publicly exalt or scold your students or yourself.
Or yourself. Let us know. We'll give
We
you a
could-
story
we could-
shout out on Instagram.
And we could do a little recording for you.
We got it. We got it.
I think just a review. And then tell us where you're from, and then we'll put your name in there, and we'll do a little shout out. Like we could send it to you as like a little MP4 on
we got you.
email or something
Yeah.
like that.
Put our
Yeah.
face in it. Yeah, we could do
That'd
it.
be kinda fun.
Yes. We'll also be having that service for teacher evaluations for administrators listening. If you're in a meeting,
You're
and
seriously going to become a teacher? Wow.
you seriously are a
Scorched-
teacher.
Wow.
You got a bachelor's degree.
Wow. Yeah. We could do that. I would be into that.
There you go. We got this. We got this.
We got to think about making a little bit more money doing this, because we ain't getting richer doing this, dude. We are.
Yeah, it's hard
we're
to make
wasting,
less.
We're not
Hard to make
wasting
less.
money. Not wasting money.
No, yeah, but I've seen making money. This ain't it.
We're not making
This
money.
ain't it. We're making
But we
memories.
could. We're making memories.
We're making memories.
But we could make money.
Okay, you got any like good one-liners from kids from the Mayday weeks?
Yeah. I really appreciate. Yeah.
He goes. Yeah.
I really appreciate.
You look like you're physically in pain. You're like,
Well, I do, because I
like-
don't want to totally expose a child about their grade efforts, but I don't know if I said this on the last real or podcast, but the seniors did a thank you document. You saw that? Like, went to all staff.
Sure.
And then, so the student's name was on the left.
Okay.
And then they put like a shout out and a doc, like, thanks,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Henkel, for
Yeah,
always
yeah.
making music very fun, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So you're like read through them, and it's like all like teachers in the district K through 12, and so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And like,
cute.
so I roll down there. I say, oh, one for Mr. Peterson. That's me. I was like, great. And I just wanted to like put this microphone through my head, because it was like, Mr. Peterson, thanks for all the great advice you've given me. Even though I've not taken your advice and heeded your warnings, I still really appreciate it. Thanks. What? Thank you for the advice. Even though I just didn't know how to take that. So there's a part of that person that's saying, good advice. And that person is like, I'm not taking it. Is that like saying, you were a good mom, I just didn't realize it at the time? Is that what that is?
Were they saying like I would take the advice now if I had a second chance?
They just said, I just didn't make time to take your advice. I just didn't take time. Then I had a couple other follow-up comments to that person in person that were not nice. Very school appropriate, but if I said them out loud, that student would know who it is. So I'm not going to say it. But some things I kind of got salty with, because I was like, how can you do that poorly in 3 music classes that you choose to be a part of? How can you be that good of a musician and that bad of a student? So, yeah, I did get a little salty. But, I just had it. had another one last week of the student that has a bad grade in wind ensemble wants to know, we can still turn the playing test of the music that we performed at contest 3 weeks ago.
You're like, see Chops Reel from April 17th. Yeah.
What about you?
I had a piano student ask, like, so once I'm done with my pass off, do I get free time?
Yeah, what do you say?
I did the stare thing. And I wanted to say, how would that be any different? But I didn't. Because I held it back, Steve, because I'm working
What'd you do?
I think I tried to give some, like, non-answer. I was like, sometimes I try going more holistic, but then it gets kind of lost sometimes. I go, so do you have a piano at home? I'm like, no. When do you get to play piano? Like, just this class. So you have an hour a day in front of a piano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? 23 without? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the route I try to go.
Oh, that's good. Okay, what do I have? 16 kids in piano?
Okay.
I have one that has removed himself from the class.
Removed himself?
Yeah.
Is it you? Did you? You're like, I'm out of here, kids.
No. He said he stopped coming to my class so we can focus on his core studies at home with good Wi-Fi. He's taking zeros in my class. 0, 0, 0, 0. Failing so we can get the core classes done. He's a senior.
How's that going for him?
I don't really know. I haven't checked. But I sniffed him out in the hallway. I figured out what was going on. I was like, what's going on? He said, I thought you'd be proud of me because I was making the right choice. I was like, wow, you have low expectations of being proud of you. Okay. No, but today there's 16 kids in the class, and I get to go to everybody's piano when I walk in there, and I say hi to every kid and say something, right? I bet I had 4 kids today out of the 16. How you doing? I'm really tired. That was like their opening answer. And they looked like they just walked out of bed. They was like, I'm really tired. And it's a Monday.
It's amazing how people are sure to let you know that it's a Monday. Like, why are you tired? Well, it's a Monday. I'm supposed to be tired. Well, it's just a Monday. Can we just, like, move slow?
How can you be such a mess after a weekend?
Like, you're supposed to be fresh today. Well, it's the end of the school year. We're, like, working really hard. You're right. You are right. You are working hard.
Slamming the head down on the piano, like, I was like, can you put your head up? What? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's just, golly. Can we have, like, a little bit more self-pride? See, this is how it's May. You hear the desperation in my voice, right? I did not sound like this when we were in July and August. I had hope, but now I'm just like the kids are like, I'm tired, and they're like putting their hoods up and flopping their head down. I'm like, no, we're not putting our hoods.
That's true, dude.
We're not doing that today.
We are in the desperation mode. Gosh, okay.
Would you stop saying that you're so tired? Because all you had to eat in the last 24 hours was
a bag of Takis.
Takis and some Mountain Dew. Of course you're tired.
And you stayed up till 6 a.m. playing Fortnite.
Gosh.
And you didn't even win.
Oh. So, yes.
Dude, kids make fun of us because we go to bed at 9:30. They're like, oh, that's so lame. You guys go to bed at 9:30? Yeah, but look at me at 7 a.m., dude. I'm on fire.
Bring it on.
Dude,
okay?
I like my chances.
So
come at me with my whole breakfast every day with my cup of coffee.
The July Steve would not have said this. And the August Steve. This is what happens in May. This is what is happening. You know, like that. They always have those things about like the anti-drug campaigns. This is your brain. It's an egg.
This is your brain on drugs.
This is your teacher. This is your teacher in May. What are you doing? Stop.
Dude, I put my hair. This is how I know. I do this thing.
Yeah.
Right? You have to watch the reel for this one.
But
this is my act of desperation. Dude, the kids today in piano took, you know that tie that sits on the paper doll in the back of the room?
The musical
tie?
tie?
The musical tie.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know. Oh, I know what happened. This was funny. This was funny today. A student in
Oh, you got a whoop-a-doodle up there.
a what? I got a whoop-a-doodle?
Whoop-a-doodle up in your hair.
Okay, this is good. You like to put out toys.
Yes.
The toys on the keyboards is like Steve's thing. He goes to Five Below at the beginning of every year and just like loads those things up with toys.
Yep.
A certain toy was being used by a kid, and it was distracting other students.
Okay.
One student took it upon themselves to hide the toy. I didn't even know. I didn't know this was going on.
Okay.
But eventually what happened today was that the toy box came back out. And it just like happened in the middle of class while we're doing pass-offs. And I just look up, I'm like, wait, what is going on?
They got into the toy
They
box.
just got into the toys, and I was like, whatever. But then today, I was like, I need to go with the flow. I need to use the momentum for good and not for evil. So they're like, here, put this on. And they gave me the tie. And I like buttoned up this collar. And then
it has like a little strap
and
on
it. And it
it.
had the strap. So I had this up. I buttoned up here, wore the tie, and then I think I did this with my hair because I was like so out of it. And then kids took like 0.5s of me like up
nice.
close.
Okay.
But I was just like, this is August. Jack would have been like, what are you doing? Can you like just teach piano? Like, what is wrong with you?
This is your teacher
This
on
is
May.
your teacher in May, because like these are the students in May. But like we're just trying to move, but we got all but one kid passed off on Ode to Joy, and it'll happen very soon. And then we're on a recital tunes. But just like finding some momentum in May is like good, and the laughter is okay. We'll keep it moving, but the kids are hanging on with the thread just like we are. So, moral of the story: go to bed and get 8 hours of sleep. Eat something in the morning that will make you feel good, not bad. Stay hydrated.
Okay, wait. You said, okay, here's a good one. Okay. I had my 32-ounce smoothie today, right? That's kind of how I roll. It's got everything in it.
32-ounce smoothie and then 3 cups of coffee.
Yeah, and, So I rolled into class, and my body is full, right? It's a lot of breakfast. And then in AP Music Theory, we are done with our AP Music Theory test. So things have gotten a little more creative, right? So today, what's that thing like the candy bowls?
Candy salad.
The candy salad.
Like the TikTok trend,
yeah,
right?
the TikTok trend. So we had a wonderful student that organized that. And the kids brought in candy stuff, and they all had like these purple Solo cups.
Yeah.
And then she mixed it up, and then gave everybody. I ate my entire Solo
of candy,
dude, during class, and I said, I'm gonna get sick. I said that to them. I go, I think I'm gonna lose my salad, my candy salad. I was going to town on that stuff.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
But, I mean, that was a little rough, but that was kind of fun. But, yeah, candy salad and AP Music Theory.
Test is done.
It's time.
That's fine. Yeah. So we have all of this week left, and we're at the point in our band classes that we're kind of shutting stuff down. We're not really playing. We're not probably going to play much after today, except you are, because you got commencement band. But we're going to start tying the ribbons on stuff and put instruments away, clean up lockers. We got to reset the band field.
Yep.
Jazz band, I don't know. It'll be a little different.
I don't think we're going to play.
I don't think we didn't play last year after the Jazz Cafe.
I think we're going to play Psychiatrist.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. I got a couple stories for him, but I got a couple end-of-year stories. But
so we're going to play Two Truths and a Lie.
Yep.
Play Psychiatrist.
And I said, yeah, you can have study time. All right?
That's fine. That's fine.
And then, commencement band is like Pomp Circumstance, School Song, 2 patriotic tunes, and a fanfare. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's what it is.
Then we got our banquet tonight. Gosh, it's actually kind of funny because I was like, yesterday I was feeling good. I was sitting outside. It was like nice. And I was like, man, I got Monday night, and then Monday night's the only thing I got going on this week. And then I get an email about 2 more meetings this week on a Sunday afternoon.
Was it from me?
Yeah, it's from you, bro. You couldn't even let me enjoy my Sunday. You're like, boop, 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 done.
I actually thought about that.
Please like to request your presence to talk about marching band attendance. Swipe.
Yeah, but you responded. Okay.
Yeah, Monday morning. Monday.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is just send it to everybody on Sunday, and then yours is going to be 9 o'clock. On
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah. Schedule
Right.
send mine. Send everyone else's on Sunday. There you go. I'll always get the late reply. No, I'll get the replies from everybody else before I get the real email. I'm like, what are you saying yes to? What is this weird?
Yeah, sorry about that, Jack.
Are you?
That
Who knows?
yeah. Sometimes I get ticked off about that, and then I was doing that myself. So that's more like anxious Steve. Frenetic
Wiggled
Steve.
his eyebrows at.
Frenetic Steve, like, get it done, get it done. Even if it's
we talked about this on the podcast.
I
Sometimes
know.
that's your cure, and that's okay.
yeah, I feel a lot better.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, I feel a lot
I'm
better,
sure
Jack.
you do. Hey, okay, so you got to print off your certificates.
Yeah.
I printed off mine last week because I figured the printer would have 3 jams today. We'd run out of certificate paper. We'd run out of toner, which I think both of those things did happen today. I think they did happen today, and then I felt like actually pretty smart that I took care of it.
I was
ahead of
so
time.
mad at you last week. I rolled into my office like on Monday, and there's a stack of certificates for a week from Monday. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
You were mad at that? That's awesome. Yes.
I was like, it was like that kid in college that was sleeping when I was writing a paper. I was like, oh, like, I'm just trying to button my shirt and keep everything together. And like this guy's like 8 days out and he's rolling up.
No, I was very
You're like, sign this. I'm like, I'm going to sign you right into tomorrow and knock it off. And so here it is, Monday. I come in early today and I'm just floundering on Canva, arguing with the Canva gods of why they don't print. I'm like, print now.
Okay, I did.
Control P.
I was in my office today, like it was probably around like 10:30, and I hear like the printer go, like it kind of has this normal flow, of, like, but then it goes, and then goes, beep, 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 which is like the sign of like the jam. And I just kind of smiled to myself in my office. I was like, I made a good move.
Yeah.
I was like, haha.
Yeah.
And I see our secretary walking down the halls with a new thing of toner, and I'm just like, okay. I feel good.
Yeah, I was that guy. The first batch I printed back-to-back certificates on cardstock paper.
Oh, you did?
Back-to-back.
You got
Okay?
cooked, bro.
So then I redid it, and then there wasn't enough good paper in there, so 2/3 of mine were on cardstock, and the last third were in white paper. So that's about where Buddy is right now. Okay.
Okay. Well, in solidarity with you, last week I could not get it to fit the whole thing on one page. So like the certificate border was like cut off. So I kept doing it, and I did it on 8.5 by like regular white, and I swear I printed off 10 certificates of the same kid, and I could not get it right. Because I did get cooked one time of trying to do it all on the cardstock, and I had to chuck it.
No,
But
and
that
then
cardstock's
I couldn't figure out. I had to ask Brian Golden, like, because I only use Canva like 3 times a year. Like Canva's, Brian's a Canva master. He's
is.
a Jedi. But
Yeah, we're Canvas.
and I can't.
I can't.
And I was trying to like Control P that to print it. I was like, I'm like, where's the print icon? It's like print. I'm like print screen, print. Like,
Print screen. You crop the image of the certificate,
and then I put it on
print
a
it off.
doc. Yeah. And so I did finally go to Brian's classroom. I was like, dude,
Like,
where is it?
Mr.
He's like,
Golden?
you got to download it. I was like, yeah, it's a PDF. Right. Then you send it to the printer and then it recognizes it. I was like, oh, okay, I know this game. Yeah, you got to download it. That's Canva.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't get on the like school pro version, and I was on like my own, and you like had to add me to your class.
Yeah.
And I had like 2 accounts running last week, and I had to like share it with you. I was like, I felt like I was like trying to play some like online escape room, trying to get Canva.
It was
to
a little
print.
brutal. I'm sorry to the people that live in the Amazon forest because I depleted your tree supply. I
don't know where that was going.
I took up a lot.
I feel like we're going to get some hate for this because I think teachers love Canva. I'm
I
very
think
close to
Canva's
teachers.
Lovely. I just don't use it enough to totally jam on it.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm imagining it's what like a Tesla would be if you tried to. I mean, they're probably great cars, but if I sat in one, I probably wouldn't figure out how to turn it on. Just give me the Toyota. It's classic. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not fancy.
We're gonna get those grade school teachers going. How dare you talk about Canva?
Take it back.
Take it back.
Say my
Say
name.
this name. Canva, come out and play. Okay, so we're about at the end of our time. Okay, so we'll do one more episode next week, and that will be for the final one of 23,
season
24.
2. We're shutting down season 2 next week.
Oh, maybe we take a couple week break.
Yeah, he's pretty busy this summer with his new job and everything. He's gonna say, Jack, I know you think Chops is really important, but I just want to let you know something more important and big has come into my life.
My ego.
As the director of performing arts at Concord Community Schools, I don't know if I'll be able to take this unpaid position anymore with Chops Podcast. I'd like to resign as the director of communications.
No, I think I need to more than ever keep this going.
For your sanity?
For my sanity, for the reality of it.
Or we'll have to have Irvin, the referendum mouse, be
I
a
think
co-host.
we should. I think we need to kind of birth some fictional characters
That'd be
that
good
we
bits.
have on here that we bring. I think Irvin. I mean, we have a history with Irvin. We can talk about that in future episodes, but we can talk about Irvin, the referendum mouse, right?
You want recording microphones? Just use your iPhones. Come on.
Play with this Legos. Okay. We could come up with some fictional characters.
That'd be good.
fun, right?
That would be good. Yeah. I like the Dave Ramsey thing. I want to.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I want to tell the kids that.
And then the voice memo from your parents or from future self.
Oh yeah, hire us or talk to it. We do it for free.
Yeah.
What am I kidding?
Future self.
Yeah. Future
that
self.
could be
We
fun.
got you. We got you.
Okay. Hey, so don't forget to follow us on podcast on Apple. Well, it's time to go.
Follow us on podcasts.
No, follow us on Apple Podcast or on
Apple.
Spotify Podcast, and follow us on Chops_podcast on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube.
Oh yeah, we got another YouTube reel had some attention about the dude. People say the weirdest stuff on YouTube
What do they
comments.
say?
This was the reel of you having like 13,000 unreads. Unread
Oh,
emails.
yeah.
And they commented like, "Find better stuff to talk about. No one cares."
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, "You're
You-
commenting.
Yeah.
Why do you?"
It's like the people that are like, I hate watching the news. It's like so like predictable. It's like, then don't watch it. I hate
Yeah.
Facebook.
Find
Facebook-
something better to
they
talk
don't
about.
want- yeah, okay.
No, I won't.
No, we're this is
This is it.
the best we've got.
This is all we've got. We're
You-
firing on all cylinders every day. And if you can't tell right
And
now,
we're
I'm
down to
sorry. You
one-
had too
we're
much
d-
faith in us.
We're down to one cylinder.
We're down to one brain cell collectively. I don't know if it's in his brain or my brain, but I'm hoping
We're sharing.
we're
it.
sharing
We're
it.
backpacking. Okay. Whew. Okay, for Steve Peterson,
And Jack Hinkle.
we're out of here. Bye.
Peace.